I'd like to introduce you to our successful competitors thus far, our winners of the 4 dressage phases of the 3-day event, as well as the top 3 place getters of the CDIW. Starting from my left here, we have Amanda Ross, who won the... She won the IRT 1-star dressage this morning with William Wardsworth. Welcome, Amanda. Thank you for joining us. Further along here we have Christine Bates, who won Logan Float's 2-star with Delagio. Love her name. Next we have Tegan Ashby. At her first Melbourne International 3-day event, she won the dressage in the Junior 1-star, proudly sponsored by, sorry about that, and she rode her horse Boris, otherwise known as Rockingham No Reason. Leading along to that, we have Heath Ryan, who won the Bates 3-star dressage, as well as second place in the CDIW Grand Prix. Went fantastic effort. Next to Heath, we have Chantel Wigan, who won the Horselands CDIW Grand Prix this evening, which is fantastic. And Chantel was riding Ferrero, as in Ferrero Rocher, the beautiful chocolates. And on the end here we have Geeta, who is currently, placed 3rd in this evening's CDIW. Right, now this is a new concept at this year's Melbourne International 3-day event, in that we're introducing you to the riders and inviting you all to ask questions or talk about their preparations or anything like that. To start with, we might just go across the team, starting with Amanda, and just going through their preparations for, just briefly for today, and then what you'll be doing in preparation for tomorrow, because obviously cross-country and dressage are very different, and it'd be great to get a brief insight. Go, Amanda.
Well, I didn't have anything on today because I competed yesterday, so my horse William was quite thankful that I didn't come at him with a dressage saddle yet again. He had a bit of a show jump today and loosen up and did a few exercises that might relate to tomorrow's course. This morning I walked cross country early and then coached the Victorian juniors and young riders for their tests. Had another cross country walk and I'll go and do that again first thing tomorrow morning. And my fabulous groom Charlie is out there probably cleaning some gear, and he's been walking William and looking after the horse for me. So hopefully we're all organised and do the finishing touches tomorrow morning.
Fantastic, sounds great. And Christine, what have you been up to?
I had a day a bit like Amanda. Delago did his dressage yesterday, so I started my day walking the course and gave Delago a nice little jump and made sure he was feeling well. A bit like Amanda's horse, I think he was very relieved not to have the dressage saddle on. And then I actually went out and did my minute markers so that I hopefully make time tomorrow. And I actually then went and walked the course again with my coach Sam Lyle, and then I jumped my other horse Adelaide Hill. They've had lots of carrots and pats and told that they've got to be on their best behaviour tomorrow.
Fantastic, thank you. And Tegan?
Well, lunchtime today I did my dressage, and yeah, when I've been here the past couple of days I've just been doing lots of dressage training, and yeah, it's paid off.
Well done.
We got to sell the whole
And Pete?
Thank you. I did an early morning dressage ride because the 3-star actually had their test today, as opposed to the 2 girls there, and that was good. And then I was on at midday, and so Mystery Whisper went really well, and so that was great. And then we'd actually had our trot-ups yesterday, and I was in the CDIW, and my horse was slightly lame, and the ground jury had said to me, in the CDIW, that's the Grand Prix class, just the straight dressage class, and the ground jury was really good. They could have spun me and just said, bad luck, see you later. But they said, oh look, you know, if you think you could make a difference, you're welcome to work on him overnight, and you can bring him back for a representation at 2:30 this afternoon. So we'd actually taken the shoes off Regato Noir and we'd hot poulticed him, and then switched him into ice boots, and what had happened is he'd just been shod. Now, that's a stupid thing to do, to shoe your horse just before a competition, but yeah, I did that, and he was just a little bear, and he was just a little footsore, and so with the icing we managed to get all the inflammation out of his foot and put the shoes back on. And he trotted through the trot up, and that we had our own special viewing with the ground jury. It was a real nerve-wracking sort of affair, but they were really good. And he got the thumbs up, and then he competed this evening in the Grand Prix out there earlier this afternoon. And then I'm afraid I'm not in the right gear, because I jumped into my civvies and bolted out there on the cross-country course, because I'm a few walks of the cross-country course behind the girls here, and you know, it's really important. You never want to let the girls get away, you know, in front of you in terms of doing the homework. So tomorrow morning I'm going to be trudging around that cross-country course again and again and again until I eventually catch up with where the girls are at. But that's my schedule at the moment. Thank you.
Very hectic it seems over there, Heath. Go ahead, Chantal.
Thank you. Well, today was quite quiet, and we didn't start the Grand Prix today until 3:30, which is always been hanging around for me, and I'm quite an anxious sort of a person. So I came here late today. Ferrero went for a walk, and I decided not to ride him this morning to keep him fresh. And then he just goes through a course of his breakfast and lunch and an afternoon snack, and I don't know, magnetic therapy, more brushing, a little bit of plaiting, and eventually we were able to get on. I'm the sort of person who likes to get up at 7 and go and ride my test at 7:30 and be over and done with, but it's all that hanging around. So that worked okay today, and we had quite a successful competition here. And of course, yes, my faithful husband Gary, which is part owner of the horse, had to put up with me. Heath is, you know, taking sympathy with him in the stables, of course, as I'm getting agitated and, you know, don't do that and clean this and, you know. But, you know, that's all part of what goes in hand, and my great victorious supporter as well, Lisa, who comes down and looks after Ferrero when we're in Victoria, because we had a quick trip. He arrived on Wednesday morning at, I believe, 4 o'clock in the morning. So she got the phone call at 3 to say he's coming in an hour. So at the temperatures on Wednesday morning here, which I believe were close to 0, she got dressed and came out here and made sure he had all his gym jams on, and he was right until I arrived on Thursday. So I thank Lisa very much for that. I wouldn't be able to compete in Victoria without her support and running around looking after Ferrero for me. So thank you very much, Lisa, and thank you everyone.
And Geeta, please.
I'd like to pretend I've been as busy as Heath, but I haven't been. I've had only 2 horses here. I had the young one in last night, so this morning he had a nice time. And Port, I always work in the morning before a class, so he had a little exercise this morning, and I had a fantastic lesson with Brett Parbury, who I stole from the New South Wales eventers. And then I've spent most of the day running around with my 4-year-old daughter trying to keep track on her, because I haven't really brought her to a show before, and that's a whole new experience in itself. But I've been very lucky. I've had some great help down here between Brett helping me with the horse, and then I've had Bianca and Sim, which are 2 of Mum's old grooms that I've stolen for the weekend. So it's been a good preparation. I was really pleased with my horse, and it's a good day.
Great, thank you. Thank you for that wonderful insight, team. I've certainly learnt something off all of you. Mainly, I need a husband and at least 1 good groom, which is great. Further to that, would anyone like, from the audience, would anyone like to ask any of the riders a question? Please.
Thanks, Bruce. I get a lot of sympathy on these answers, because you can make them sound really, you know, like you're really a tortured soul and everyone feels sorry for you. You know, they are quite different disciplines, and I think that the more you focus up exactly on what you've got to do, the better off you are in terms of results. Like, you know, there's a lot of truth in a jack of all trades versus a specialist. And you know, I think people sometimes sort of suggest I'm a jack of all trades, but you know, the thing that I have is that I just love what I'm doing. I have a great time. You know, you mix with so many different people, and they're just wonderful people, and I just wouldn't change it for quid. So you know, I manage and I enjoy every second of it. So it's not that difficult.
Thank you.
It's funny you say that, because I was walking around the one star thinking, that blue jump with the blue number looks so much more fun. Only on Tora, actually. You walk a line and you think, well, this horse might do that, it might do this. Tora wouldn't have done that, she just would have canted around and jumped it. It was so easy on Tora. You know, you could have kind of had a big drink the night before, shut your eyes, gone to sleep, press go, and gone through the finish flags under time. So, yeah, I guess in a way, yes, I would love to have a horse like her to ride again. I don't think I'd want to be riding in a 3-star on a horse that wasn't very nice to ride, so you want to pick and choose what you sit on. But definitely, I think when you have a horse to sit on like she, and you can look at those really big fences and think, yep, I know that I'm pretty guaranteed coming through the finish flags, I know what she's going to do, it's a privilege to sit on something like that. So anyway, I'm hoping this 1-star horse is going to fill her shoes. So we'll be also stuffing him full of a lot of carrots and telling him he will be grey one day, just like her. So.
I think Ewan has presented a really nice track. Unfortunately, in the 2 and 3-star course, due to the bad weather we've had this week, they had to remove a section, which has shortened the course, which I think we're all very grateful for them doing that. I'm sure it was very frustrating for them having to go on to all that work to put those nice new jumps and make the course a little more undulating and exciting for us, and we can't now use them, but I think in the safety and welfare of the horse, it was the right decision. Look, I think Melbourne is a great track, but it should never be underestimated. I think it always causes problems at fences that you probably least expected, or a lot of rider errors, and so I'm sure we'll all hopefully be here tomorrow afternoon in the same position. That's the plan. So yeah.
Okay, well, this is, my first year at Melbourne, and for me the course looks tough, but hopefully I'll be able to get around, and it's just getting through the 2 water jumps for me, and the combinations are no problem, and making time.
Well, for me, Mystery Whisper, I think, got a little bit of a lead, and I'll need that because he's a great jumping horse, but he's a bit slow out there. So you'll see me with my bottom up high, scrubbing for everything I'm worth and cutting every single corner. So, but I think the course looks great, and I'm hoping to come galloping down through the finish flags and scrutinising my watch and sort of thinking whether I've done a good job or not. But it's a course that I'm really happy to have turned up to be confronted with. Yeah.